Am I recording? Yes, I am. All right. Let's stop. All right, so this is the 412 and above climb Strava segment. Oh, as you go up, you get some really nice views. I'm not gonna really try to attack this. Really not trying to attack anything today. Just kind of spin around. Hill climbing has become so different for me since I put the 10x28 on the back. Shrinking from a 10x36. What a difference. Holy moly. Kind of balances out just a little bit. The 10x28 is a SRAM Red. My 10x36 is a SRAM Rival. And the Red is 7.7 ounces lighter. So there is a slight offset. But I definitely have to dance more. Miss you, buddy.
Have a good day.
Oh, you know, I really appreciate how most of the visitors in these rental golf carts, pretty much only when I'm going uphill. Otherwise, not fond of them. But going uphill, you know, they tend to be a little more courteous and apprehensive, I guess, would be more than anything, to pass me. And I appreciate them being cautious, but when I get so uncomfortable with them behind me, you know, I don't know who they are, I don't know anything about them. The odds of them drinking and driving or being under the influence in general, whether it's marijuana, alcohol, whatever, you know, that's a strong possibility. So, you know, I have to wave them by. anywhere near me. So there used to be an iron ore mine over here in a few places, but this one to our left is Renton's Mine and Renton's Mine Road. DM Renton was William Wrigley Jr.'s right-hand man for quite a while. So up this way, Renton's Mine Road will lead you to the back of a canyon where there's an old mine. It's pretty neat back there. It's pretty overgrown, but you get into like mountainous foothills tundra versus the desert tundra we tend to be in. We got 4 microclimates over here, but if you take the turnoff going up Renton's Mine Road, it'll lead you into the East End Loop, which comes to about a 14-mile loop, and it's a challenge. I'd give it a 7 out of 10 for hiking and biking over here, depending on your abilities, of course. It may be easier or harder, but that is not a road bike ride. That's a serious gravel bike, preferably a full suspension mountain bike. Hardtails will get away with it, but it's a hard one. It's not smooth at all. And again, none of our roads here are smooth. Oh man. I like days like this. It's a little humid, but the overcast, God, I love it. Over the next couple months, it's going to be getting hotter. We'll reach mid to high 90s and near 100% humidity. We'll even break triple digits occasionally. Once you leave town, you will definitely get 100, 105. We tipped 110 a couple times. And then it gets dry. It's rough. This road right here will lead you up one of the fire breaks. The fire breaks were put in after 1915. We had a fire, burnt down 3/4 of the town. So we put this in, so if a fire breaks out, this will help separate it and potentially keep it from jumping, protecting the town. And 2007, they really came in to play for one of the first times. The entire island was evacuated. All right, so this is my favorite downhill section. It's fast and techy. Gotta be very careful of rental cars though. section. Very technical. I've crashed in that section doing 40 miles an hour, plowed right head first into the wall. Had a minor fracture in my skull, bleeding out on the road. And our cable company truck came up behind me and scooped me up and took me to the hospital. Never a dull moment around here. It's the roundabout appropriately, unlike anybody else. So, right here, this yellow house, right here, just beyond it, was the Rose Hotel, which is where the 1915 fire started. It was arson. The owner, Mr. Rose, hated his mother-in-law and was bankrupt, so he tried to murder his mother-in-law and burned down his hotel to collect life insurance and insurance policies. Backfired though. All right, right here is East Whitley. I'm gonna go up the wrong way of this one way because this is the steepest road in all the island that we can ride. It's wicked. Even with my 10x36, just getting to the top is a challenge. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Oh. this housing up ahead. These are eucalyptus apartments. There's Section 8. This is our Section 8 housing, low income, subsidy housing. This is our hood, if there's ever such a thing here. So as we round this corner, we're going to be in more low-income housing. All the houses, though, along my right side were some of the originals. Let these guys go. So this house ahead, and then all these houses on the right. So these houses on the right were all island families, and a lot of them have been here 4, 5, 6 generations. But about 10 or 15 years ago, the island company, in all their infinite wisdom, evicted everybody. The island company was in a position where they needed a place to supply housing for their employees, and instead of taking the advice of everyone else around them and building a housing structure, they kicked everybody out. So the reason behind that was they were required, when they built the housing structure, to supply roughly 500 units, 150 of which could only be company. Morning, Letty. So all this has become low-income housing.